What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you being here. Let's get right into part 15 of the Julii Rome Total War campaign, Darthmod. And in the last part, we had a lot happen. We fought a lot of battles. Gaul is down to its last settlement here. And I don't know if they have any more family members, but their faction leader has survived this whole entire playthrough so far. Has not died of old age. It is the original Gallic faction leader. We're pushing into Spain. We've only got one army in Spain at the moment currently, but we have plenty of armies in Gaul. We've got a army under Secundus here, training up with the new Roman archers and early Roman legionaries there. Lucius is getting very old, 62, only got probably 4 to 6 more turns left until he dies of old age. But we're going to try to take Condet Redonum here as his last and final victory, unless we are able to keep him for a little longer. We have Vibius Julius here about to take Aduatuca. We are pushing into Germany. We've got another army under Quintus here who is preparing to fight another German army as well. I can't remember if I said this already, but we have a army here under Secundus with the Roman archers and the early legionaries training up to replace Lucius once he dies. Training up some archers and some spearmen to join up with Quintus here. Down south where our mainland is, we've got Herennius here, Licinius, I don't know how you say that, Licinius. We've got 4 Illyrian mercenaries, very strong. I think I'm going to keep them as my missile units, train up a couple more Praetorian Guard. These guys are pretty sick. Some of the strongest infantry in the Roman army post-Marian reform. We got a couple spears, 4 horsemen. That'll complete that army. We're training up a couple armies under these generals here, and we will have these 2 stables done, an Esculum and a Riminum, which is going to give us access to Legionary Cav, which is not going to show the picture right now. Darthmod can be a little glitchy sometimes, but they are going to be a upgrade for sure. We'll be training up Legionary armies for them as well with some Roman archers. I think that pretty much covers what's going on. We've got a large garrison force here with probably the most well put together pre-Marian army that is left, but we will eventually replace it with a post-Marian army once it suffers enough casualties. After that is being said, let us go ahead and start by ending the turn. By the way, some of you guys may or may not know, you can hit the spacebar during the end turn phase to basically toggle if you want turns to move fast or slow. Like if you notice your spies are walking at normal speed, just hit the spacebar and it'll go vroom. It's like a quick way to get the turns over with. Marcus Julius wants to adopt Marcellus Astorius. Superior commander, good defender, bureaucrat. I like the bureaucrat trait. He's 30. He's kind of old. Who is Marcus Julius again? Let's check on him right here. He's not been married yet. He's got potential to have kids, so we're going to postpone that. Don't tell me Lucius died. Nah, bro. Lucius died, man. That's sad. Well, Lucius didn't last as long as I was hoping. Let's see. Did he have 4 kids? Is that Lucius? Yeah, all 4. Marcellus is almost of age. We'll need to go ahead and replace him. Let's see our faction announcements here. Vibius is the new faction leader up here, about to take Aduatuca. That would make Quintus the heir, possibly. Yes, Quintus is the heir now. Who do I want to be the heir next after Vibius dies? Probably Manius. Make Manius the heir. I would assume so. I like the way he looks. He has good traits. I think I'm going to make Manius the heir next, probably. That seems like the best course of action. Nice. Mogontiacum completed its army barracks training. So now I can train actual legionaries. Here are the first look at the regular legionaries. So far I've been training the early legionaries. The difference, they both have the same exact attack. It's the regular legionaries compared to the early have +3 extra armor there, which is actually pretty huge. I don't think they have any other traits other than the early legionary is disciplined opposed to the regular is not as disciplined. But hey, I'll take some extra armor. That's +3 on the army there, or armor. I'm going to continue to train up some more cav here in Reichenau. I'm going to keep watch on this guy. All right, let's start this battle. Now that Vibius is the faction leader, he will have more general bodyguard numbers. Okay, they got Chosen Axemen, Night Raiders. Kind of a decent little small army here. Nothing really to worry about. What about the commander? Just two command stars. Let's get into it. Okay, this is my setup. Let's go with their biggest number of Principes with the Rams. We'll hit the wall in 3 places. And we'll speed this up, of course. Let's get the remainder of our Principes up front. Let's see. I'm going to have to do this differently. Might do 3 like so. Do these 3 like this. Yes, I like that. Perfect. Now we got to get all of our missile units up quickly.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter
Okay,
away.
now I'll do this. There we go. Skirmishers are getting torn apart there.
The enemy gate is
I'm gonna get my Velites up,
Ram has done its work.
just like so. Okay, let's post up over here.
The gods have
Or
smiled
maybe
on
I'll
us
keep
today.
them
The
a
walls
little
are
further
broken.
back.
Our troops should be ordered forward.
Yeah, let's keep them a little further back. No need to rush them up just yet. Or actually, you know what? Let's do this. Perfect. I like that. Let's go ahead and get our general up. I'm going to get him a little closer column. There. All right. I need to get these guys on fire at will as well. There we go. Beautiful. Look at all these bodies right here. Get most of our casualties with missiles. That way we don't take as much casualties ourselves. Let's just trigger these guys by running in. Hopefully both sides charge. Perfect. Little gimmick there. Trigger the enemy. There we go. That's his cav wiped. Now let's run in this direction. If that triggered him. Maybe. Maybe not. Run out. We're doing skirmish tactics. Of course. Beautiful. Almost out of range. We can take the rest with our Principes. Let's get these guys in. Got a plan here. If I'm not too late. These guys do have a little bit of Pila left. Yeah, run up here. Beautiful. There we go. Just what I needed. Alright, 47 and 47. Let's go ahead and march them both up here. I'll have them as like a flank force. Something like that. Okay, now, where is my other unit that has Pila left? Do I not have any more? Okay, they must have used their Pila. Yep, just a tiny bit left. Alright, well, I guess it's time to go ahead and go in then. Alright, can we do something like this? Maybe that's not a good idea. Let's do it anyway. Move our Velites in. Just charge.
Our soldiers have captured the walls.
Okay, turn
Now
off a
it's
fire
time
at
to
will.
press on and capture this place.
Go ahead and shoot. See if we get some good hits in here. Why have you not just like fanned out? Okay, this is not working good. Get out of there. I don't know why that was so hard for you to understand. There we go. Beautiful. Look at those casualties. And then now... Boom. Well, they cost me 2 units, but that was their chosen axeman, their strongest unit. Alright, let's take the remainder of our Principes here and our general. Velites go in as well. Whoa, walk this guy. He is running through there fast. I don't know if I sent any on the other flank or no. Oh, my men are already charging up. I guess they got attacked. Fair enough. All right, run up. We shall flank them. Should we get our Triarii in? Yeah, let's go ahead. See if we can trigger the cav to come out. Do something like this. These guys in tight formation. Something like that. Here we go. The Triarii are up and the general charged. Okay. Bring your Principes in to aid.
The enemy general is slain, and now he's
Beautiful.
going to fear us. It is time to
Okay,
press
now
the
we
attack.
charge in. Both sides. Bring the general up. Beautiful. That's how we do it around here. Let's go. Easy work. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What are we going to do?
Settlement captured.
Let's see. Do we want to murder that many population? We could probably upgrade this to a Roman city by just staying here. We got to stay here a few turns anyway to change from the pre to the post-Marian army. So let's just occupy and upgrade the city. By doing so, we'll hang out here. Just start upgrading everything. We'll repair. Looks like we need another 2,000 to upgrade, but we can still afford the early cohort. We'll do that. We'll start training up early cohort. We have a blacksmith. We do. So we'll do early cohort, train up a few more cav. We'll do 4 Roman cav, the pre-Marian missile troops. We'll do some early legionaries, and that army will be done. Reanarix of Durranius. Never seen that barbarian portrait before. Can we possibly kill him? Maybe our assassin can. We'll try. Never hurts to try. Let's get our spy in Condet Redonum. There is the other family member there. Okay, they have no good troops as the garrison other than just that heavy spearman unit, but he's not even that great. They have no post-Marian units. That's good. They're on 30% garrison. If we bring up these 4 cav units, that might help the garrison, but they're not going to reach for another 2 turns. Okay, this guy might actually be able to stabilize Lamonum. I think that's the play. We'll recruit a unit of barbarian mercenary, throw it in Lamonum. That's 60% already. Can we just spam Town Watch to bring it into the blue? It's only 70%, but that's I think 70 is right above. I think you have to be 65 or lower in order to riot, so I think we're right above that mark. I'll do that just for the time being. Buy us a little time. When the Proconsul Palace is built, the public order will stabilize. That'll change the culture to Roman. Okay, we got 6 units of Principes, 2 archers, 2 velites, training up the last spearman now. Then we can start training the garrison that'll stay behind. Looks like we're about to be besieged by Carthage here, though. They have no general in the area. And as I expected, all those armies along northern Africa here, all these armies, the multitude of armies here, well, other than a couple, they're sending a few back here. But that's a drop in the bucket compared to the rest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 full stacks pretty much. And then they have dropped 2 full stacks already. So they are loading their troops into Spain. Basically, I'm going to end up fighting all those Carthaginian armies. So it's a good thing that I'm building the Legion barracks. It's going to give me the access to early legionnaires to replace these Principes once their numbers dwindle. 3 turns till that barracks is done. That'll be just in time. Bring our fleet down to prevent any kind of port siege. All right, we have a diplomat here. Let's see what they have here. Weak units. Go ahead and build some Roman cav. Okay, I think it's time to end the turn. What we got here? Agent detected. Gaul's agent was captured. Dead now. City expands. Augusta Vindelicorum. One more turn until we're able to build that. Senate offices assigned. Marcus Julius is now a consul. Office of consul +2 to command. That's actually very helpful. That's going to increase his command a lot. Might end up making this dude the heir after Manius. Probably so, for sure. Ex-Praetor. Yeah, this dude's killer. Might should make him the faction leader first. Just depends on the age. 35, 42. Yeah, I'll make this guy the heir, Marcus. And I'll probably make Secundus the heir after Marcus. Faction announcements. Marcellus was born and Portia was born. Let's see. A new Marcellus, not the one I just mentioned. Okay, Queso was born a few turns ago. Where is Marcus? Okay, Marcellus is what I was thinking of. Secundus had a son, Marcellus. And we had a new daughter, too. Portia by Renius. Iridium finally got the Legionaries, so let's start the Legionary cohorts ASAP. Oh, look, we were ambushed. Oh, dear. We'll have to send out some Legionaries to deal with that. All right, 6 Legionaries against these guys. This will be the first look at the post-Marian troops, guys. First look. I said that was going to be the first look, but I forgot we have looked at the Roman archers already. All right. Check these guys out. These are the early Legionary cohort. Let me get off of the highlight there. Hold up. Let's see. There we go. All right, the early Legionary cohort. These guys look pretty sick. They got the chainmail armor opposed to the normal Legionaries having the plate or the lamellar. But yes, these are the early Legionary cohorts. Their stats, 13 attack, 20 missile attack, 8 charge. The regular Legionaries have the exact same attack stats. However, the early Legionary cohorts, 13 armor, 12 defense, 7 shield. The regular Legionaries have 15 armor or 6... Yeah, 15 or 16 armor. I can't remember. Okay, these guys do have the bronze. Okay, so that would mean with the bronze shield upgrade on the regular Legionaries, they would have 16 armor opposed to the early Legionary cohorts, 13 armor. So that is the only difference other than the early Legionaries or the regular Legionaries, one of the two, have a discipline trait, which makes them formate, or their formation is a little bit more disciplined. That is all, really. But I love the Darthmod's version of the Roman troops, especially the post-Marian troops. Their shields look freaking sick. Of course, the Julii are a little more prominent red. Their red color is a little bit darker. But the thing about the Darthmod is all Roman factions have a red color instead of the Scipii being blue and the Bruttii being green, etc. The only color differential is that the shields on the factions sometimes, like the Cav shields, the Auxilia shields, they will be blue or green or red depending on the faction. But other than that, Julii are a little more contrasted with the red, and the other two factions are a little more, what would you say, less contrasted, a little more less red, a little more faded. That's the word I'm trying to look for. The other Roman factions' red color is a little more faded, opposed to the Julii being a little brighter and more prominent. But that is pretty much it with the early Roman Legionaries from Darthmod. They look absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that. Not to mention the Testudo formation. We will show you guys that. There they are. Look at that. That is the Testudo formation in Darthmod. I mean, that just looks amazing. This Testudo formation, in case you guys didn't know, the word Testudo means turtle in the language. I think it's Italian, I'm assuming. But Testudo, I think that's how you say it, yep, is turtle. And as you can see, it looks like a turtle shell. This will protect your infantry from missile attacks. Significantly higher chance of protection. All right, let's get these guys in formation. For some reason, when I set these guys up in the Testudo formation, they didn't quite have the right formation when they got fixed. I don't know why that is. Let's try to fix these guys. I don't know what the glitch is there, but we're going to go ahead and go forward. All right, let's see if we can get some good Pila action in here. The early Legionary cohort Pila action. Here we go. Look at that. Man, that looks good. Oh, those guys are getting melted. I'll take that. I'm sure once I get some more chevrons on these guys and get the silver shield weapon upgrade on them, I'm sure they will be even more force to be reckoned with, as well, especially the regular legionaries, the Praetorian Guard, and the urban cohorts, if you guys are familiar with Rome. Alright, let's go ahead and march these guys out of formation. Let's charge the warband here in the center. Let's go ahead and form up there. Run forward. Beautiful. Time to charge in. Now let's watch this play out. Charge! Boom. Barely lost any men so far. Lost like 6 here, 3 there, 4, 7 there, something like that. Not a whole lot of losses here. I do not have a commander in this army, so my forces are going to lose out on any kind of command star bonus to their stats, unfortunately. And that's the only reason I'm taking as many casualties as I am right now. But hey, we had to make a quick adjustment. That ambush could not succeed. We had to stop that. All right. Chase these guys. You guys come this direction. Not going to be able to. Not going to be able to fully rout these guys or finish them off because of lack of cav. But we will do what we can with what we got. Might as well not even continue with these guys. There we go. Should be an easy retrain. Those rebels were taken care of. Man of the hour, Captain Olus. No thank you. Good thing those rebels were taken care of, because that will prevent any devastation in the area, which causes loss of money. Send all of our cav in. And the general. Should be good on public order now. Okay, now we can start training up our early legionaries. And I think it's about time we go ahead and disband these barbarians. Okay, it is time. Let's go ahead and get Herennius set up here. Go ahead and do all these cav first. Then we'll do all my missile units. We'll do the spears and then the Praetorians. Like that. Beautiful. I think we're ready to move out. Yeah, that's a good army right there. Not a full army, but good enough for sure. Go ahead and send our spy ahead.
On my way. Out of move.
And Herennius shall go. One more turn and we'll be able to start building the legionary cavalry. I'll be honest. As much as I like these Rhodian slingers, I'm just going to disband them because my Roman archers are so much better. Just being honest. We shall continue to build up the archers. I know there's not been as much battles this part, guys, but we are making some progress here, just training up for another push. We've got all of our armies training up, getting ready to have an army for Quintus here. Just a few more turns till his army's ready. We took Aduatuca with Vibius, training him up a early legionary army. And then we've got Samara Breva. We've got Manius here, training up some town watch, about to upgrade the city. And then we'll move him north. And of course, Condit Redonum is the only Gallic city left. We sent Secundus over here to Lamonum because Lucius died. Now he has to replace the army, training up the army now. And then we've got an army forming in Alesia. Don't know who the commander is going to be just yet. But other than that, we've got our man down here in Saguntum, training him up an early legionary cohort army as soon as this barracks is done. And he will face off against the majority of Carthage if they don't decide to just completely bypass me over here. But other than that, we got Herennius. We are moving him along with the Praetorian army, the strongest Roman army yet, for sure. And he will be moving to Segestica. Then once he hits Segestica, we'll move out with Amulius and go into Macedon. Training up a couple armies here with Caius and Caius. Caius the first, Caius the second. Getting them some legionary cohorts, and then I'll have them some legionary cav, and then I'll be sending them probably into Carthage. And then other than that, I think that's really pretty much all of our armies right now. But if you guys have made it this far into the video, hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And if you've subscribed and you want to know when my videos are uploaded, hit that bell notification on the bottom right. But until next time, love you guys. God bless.